Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
And these are the nights that make this job just so much fun. Tip top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final, where not all the madness is limited to the CBS network family. Our round ball mecca tonight, and all our attentions on Danville, Illinois. John Wood trying to play its way into a national championship game, taking on Des Moines area DMAC, a team that had twice previously beaten John Wood by 25 and 14 points, as we discussed at 6. Jerry Johnson wasn't having any of it. Starts this game off with a 3. That was sending a message. Johnson had a huge night tonight. So too Peter Odia, who has been huge in this tournament, particularly the last 2 games. Big, strong take from him early. He was a presence. But the first half would belong to DMAT. Austin Arias from way downtown, knocking down 3 of his 17 points. And then it's John Fuqua, perhaps his best game of the season. He had a monster night with 27 points for DMAC, including the bucket and the Band-Aid. His team up 32-28 at the half. Second half, though, belonged to Paxton Harmon and the Trailblazers. Just like the other night, picking up strong. More from Harmon right here as part of a 23-point night, and it was time to harmonize as Mr. Harmon would tie this thing up right here at 39 apiece, and then it was all John Wood from that point forward. Jordan Johnson, 20-point night. Check him out with a takeout shot right here. Beautiful stuff. How about some Brody Gronwald to add a little fun to the affair down the stretch? He had 17 as well. Brad Hoyt all fired up, coaching it up big. His team leading, about to extend to 9 right here, thanks to Mr. Gronwald. Then Andrew Howard doing some more work to keep it at 9 at 58-49 down the stretch. Some great defense from the Blazers, and Andrew Howard and company finished the job tonight in the national semifinals. They get the win and the chance tomorrow to play for their first ever national championship as the Blazers get it done. Final count in this one was 72-61, and up next for their efforts, the Blazers will show out and show down with Richard Bland College, which won tonight in a thriller over Phoenix College, 87-85. That game set for 7:30 tomorrow, but tonight it was all about the wonderful win, as Brad Hoyt would call it, a gritty win for his Blazers.
Pete was huge. Pete was guarding their best player, and he's done some damage to us this year to Arias, and Pete was big time. And then, of course, those charges that Paxton was taking was just a huge momentum.
No, it's what we've done, and it's not over. We still have one more game. We're still going to be focused. We're not getting too hyped. We're not too excited about this win. I mean, it feels great, but we're not done. We got one more left.
Yeah, that's so huge. So much love from Quincy. That is awesome. Like, seriously, we've got family here. We've got a student section that isn't that big, but they're loud. Yeah. They're so loud. That's awesome. I mean, I can't even explain it.
Gosh dang. I mean, what a gritty effort by our guys. I mean, just a gritty effort. When you take charges and you get loose basketballs and they come out and pressure and we share it and get layups late, I thought that was a huge piece of that. When they sort of up the pressure a little bit, we alleviated that with layups. And like those are like those 2 guys said, they're calming influences, but it's also a toughness thing, man. Like that's what we talk about toughness. We've talked about it for the last 2 weeks. That's toughness, not just taking the charge, but not turning it over against pressure, finding guys when they're open, not getting too high, not getting too low. And gosh dang, I can't even explain how proud of this group I am.
From the Blazers tonight. Meanwhile, the run is over for a couple of former John Wood Trailblazers as Mid-America Christian beats Mo Valley tonight 81-72 in Kansas City. Brad Hamilton with 12 points there. Also tonight, we've got volleyball for you. Quincy University at home against IPFW. Interesting matchup. Game 1 to IPFW. Game 2 to QU. Game 3, little Sutter dink to set things up. Then Andrew Kavanaugh takes over, working for the side out and working hard to get it right here, going up to get down. And then it's more from Kavanaugh after his team lost that 3rd game. Game number 4, Kavanaugh serving up the ace right here. Brian Rogan also big in this game, but unfortunately for QU, they lose their momentum late in both games and drop out in 4 tonight. Also, baseball to pass along tonight. Western Illinois felled by South Dakota State. In softball, we've got a sweep today on the road, or at least a pair of wins for the Culver-Stockton women as they go to the William Penn Classic. They win 2 today as we advance the scoreboard. They end up with a 4-2 victory today over William Penn and a 9-7 victory today over St. Ambrose. And it would be the HLG women swept by William Woods, 8-0 and 7-1 were your finals there. We've also got some high school baseball to pass along for you today. Brown County knocked off by Western behind a huge day from Noah Lynch, who went nuts today. Triple, double, 3 stolen bases, pair of RBIs. Pretty good day at the plate for Mr. Noah Lynch. Also, Illini West opening with a victory over Pearl City. 5-1 your final there. Tucker Anderson, couple of big doubles in that game. Colton Mellinger with the win on the hill. We've got softball highlights for you today. Coaching debut of Daryl Hens at Quincy High School. Started off auspiciously enough. Couple of runners on base for the Blue Devils in this one. Lexi Dooley trying to cool them off. Had a pair of strikeouts, seemingly getting out of the jam until right here. Hannah Fugler comes up strong with the RBI single to make it 1-0 in favor of the Blue Devils. Things would turn, though, in the bottom of the frame for Quincy High School. Mackenzie Hall with a sign of things to come. Leadoff hitter, first pitch she sees. Mackenzie Hall leads off with a single. The air makes it a triple at that point, and then a couple of pass balls, a couple of bases-loaded walks. It's 3-0 before you could blink. Sydney Sawyer gets into the act with the RBI single right here. That makes it 4-0. Carly Mecklenburg, who swung a very hot bat this week, goes back to work with the double right here to kind of move the runners up back into scoring position. That would set up Brianna Dean, who comes up strong at the bottom of the lineup right here. Nice pop right there with the fuming aluminum. 9-1 at the end of the first inning as the Titans send 14 to the plate. They end up building a 9-1 lead. They really never look back in this ball game. Lexi Dooley, pretty darn good day as well. Got the win on the hill, gave up just that 1 run early. Gave up 3 total, and she had an inside-the-park home run, a 3-run job. So congratulations to West Hancock, 2-0 this week. Also on the docket, scores to pass along. Pleasant Hill, no match today for Bray Genenbacher, who has the 1-hit shutout today, and 13 strikeouts to go along with it as Camp Point Central opens the season 1-0. Also, Payson Seymour felled today by North Green. Final count in that ball game was 6-0. One other score to pass along from the day. In advance of the big showdown, 16-team showdown for the Quincy High boys tennis team at Troy Triad tomorrow. They played a little match to make the trip worthwhile today against Troy Triad and showed out pretty well to open their season. 5-4 loss to a really good Triad program. Pretty good start today for Mike Terry's crew as they end up getting the loss, but it's a pretty good loss to build a little momentum. Speaking of momentum, what an overtime tomorrow. National championship quest for John Wood. Got a little all-star senior salute basketball for you tomorrow. Really the opening day of local high school baseball and softball, and big day for Quincy University tomorrow as well on the baseball diamond, I should say. Lots of goodies coming your way. We'll see you right here at 10:30 or a little later on overtime. Should be a ton of fun. All your local sports in one place, 30 minutes. Going to be a grand weekend, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you here tomorrow night. Hope you enjoy the NCAA tournament, and I hope your bracket isn't busted. Have a great weekend, everybody.